Have you ever felt a quiet but strong pull away from the surface level, guiding you towards deeper truths? This feeling is often experienced by those who are deeply connected to the universe, sometimes known as the chosen ones. These individuals carry a unique energy that lights up the world around them but also touches the hidden parts of others, bringing out both their fears and desires. Despite their longing for true connections, chosen ones often find themselves feeling lonely. They walk a path full of contradictions, where their inner light both attracts and sets them apart from others. Chosen ones have a strong impact on the collective mindset. Their presence can change any space, challenging usual ways of thinking and encouraging people to be more authentic. This raw, unfiltered energy often draws mixed reactions from others. Some people admire it, while others feel uneasy. The journey of a chosen one is a careful balancing act. They are respected yet often left out, celebrated for their insights, but frequently misunderstood. This contrast isn't without its challenges. While they bring light to others, they also reveal things people might not want to face. This can lead to discomfort or even resentment as others struggle with the truths that the chosen ones bring to light. So, their path is not just about understanding themselves, but also about helping others confront their inner realities. This journey of balancing light and shadow, acceptance and rejection, forms the core of what it means to be a chosen one. Let's delve into the 7 reasons why the chosen ones can't be around many people. Stay until the end because the last 2 will surprise you. The first reason, fear and fascination. Walking through life as a chosen one comes with its own set of challenges, particularly when others react with a mix of fear and fascination. People are drawn to the genuine depth and honesty that chosen ones bring, but this same depth can make them uncomfortable, pushing them to deal with truths they might not be ready for. This dynamic creates a unique tension in social interactions, where people are both curious and wary of what the chosen one might reveal about them and about life itself. Imagine walking into a room and feeling the energy shift. People notice you, conversations slow, and there's an unspoken tension. This is a common experience for chosen ones. Just being present can spark strong emotions in others. While some might be drawn to their clear, unwavering honesty, there's often an underlying fear. The realness that chosen ones bring can be too much, making people face parts of themselves they'd rather avoid. This creates an aura around the chosen one that is both magnetic and a bit intimidating. This dual reaction of attraction and fear is not just about the chosen one themselves, but about what they represent. They often embody truths that challenge the comfortable illusions people live with. Their presence can feel like a spotlight, revealing things that have been hidden in the shadows, secrets, insecurities, unfulfilled desires. For many, this can be an uncomfortable experience, leading them to keep their distance, even if they are also drawn to the light that the chosen one brings. In social settings, this dynamic becomes even clearer. Some people are drawn to the wisdom and light that chosen ones give off, wanting to be close to such a powerful presence. But as they get nearer, the intensity of this energy might make them back away. The fear of being seen too clearly can be unsettling, leading some to keep their distance. This creates a push and pull effect in relationships, where people might admire the chosen one from afar, but hesitate to get too close. This back and forth often leaves chosen ones in a strange position. They're both sought after and kept at a distance. The admiration they inspire can quickly turn into discomfort as people grapple with the vulnerabilities that come to the surface in their presence. This creates complex relationships where chosen ones are appreciated but also subtly pushed away. Navigating these relationships requires a deep understanding of human nature and a strong sense of self. Chosen ones often find themselves needing to reassure others while staying true to their own path. This can be emotionally taxing, as it requires balancing empathy with authenticity. They must learn when to offer their light and when to protect their own energy, understanding that not everyone is ready to face the truths they bring. Chosen ones have to navigate this reality, balancing their desire for connection with the understanding that not everyone is ready for the depth they bring. This often leads them to seek solitude, not because they want to be alone, but because it gives them the space to reflect and grow. In solitude, they can deepen their understanding and build the strength they need to continue on their journey. Through these experiences, chosen ones learn to manage both the fear they provoke and the fascination they inspire. Their journey is not just about personal growth, but also about understanding how people interact and the challenges of being true to oneself. In a world that often favors superficiality, the chosen one's commitment to depth and authenticity can be both a gift and a burden. Have you ever felt this tension between being admired and avoided? If so, share your experiences in the comments below. Your journey might resonate with others who are going through similar things. The second reason, the unique aura. Chosen ones have a unique aura that affects those around them, creating a noticeable change in the atmosphere wherever they go. This energy goes beyond just being physically present. It reaches into the spiritual side of things and touches people on a deeper level. The strong aura that they emit can be both captivating and overwhelming, changing how social interactions play out in surprising ways. This aura is not something they can turn on or off. It's a natural part of who they are, and it often sets the tone for every interaction they have. Imagine walking into a room, and people start to notice you without really knowing why. Some might look at you with curiosity, others with a slight unease. They can't quite explain it, but something about you stands out. This is the effect of a chosen one's aura, a force that draws people in, not just out of interest, but because of the deep and real energy they sense. This aura is like a magnet, pulling people towards it, but it's also like a mirror, reflecting back to them the parts of themselves they might not usually see. People often feel drawn to chosen ones, captivated by the depth they sense. But this attraction isn't always easy. The strength of their energy can make others feel a range of emotions, from admiration to discomfort. The presence of a chosen one acts like a mirror, reflecting back truths and hidden aspects of those they meet. This reflection can be both enlightening and unsettling, as it forces others to face parts of themselves they might not be ready to see. For some, this is a welcome opportunity for growth. For others, it's a reason to retreat. This influence goes beyond simple curiosity. It challenges how people normally interact. The energy of a chosen one asks for sincerity and honesty, which many find hard to keep up with. As a result, they often get strong reactions. Some people might resist or even avoid them. This push and pull can lead to a strange social life, where chosen ones are both wanted and kept at arm's length. In professional settings, for example, chosen ones might find that their presence brings a certain seriousness or focus to the room, even if they don't say much. Their aura can influence decisions, conversations, and the general mood, often without them intending to do so. This can be both a blessing and a curse. While it gives them a certain influence, it can also isolate them from more casual, relaxed interactions. The unique aura of a chosen one also has a profound effect on their relationships. Romantic relationships, in particular, can be challenging because the intensity of their presence can make it difficult for partners to feel at ease. The deep connection that chosen ones seek isn't always easy to find, and their aura can sometimes make others feel as though they are under a microscope, leading to tension and misunderstandings. While chosen ones are often admired for their light and insight, they can also feel isolated. This loneliness isn't because they don't want to connect, but because their presence can be too intense for others to handle. They have to find a way to balance their strong energy with the need for real connections. They work to create spaces where being real isn't just allowed, but celebrated, fostering deep, meaningful interactions. This balance is a continuous journey. Chosen ones must learn to navigate their relationships carefully, offering their light to those who are ready to receive it while protecting themselves from being drained by those who aren't. It's a delicate dance of giving and holding back, of connecting deeply without overwhelming others or themselves. The third reason, choosing solitude, the secret to peace. For chosen ones, choosing to spend time alone or with a few like-minded people isn't about avoiding others. It's about protecting their own energy from the often shallow demands of social life. In the quiet company of their thoughts or among those who truly understand them, they find a place where their deep insights and vibrant energy can be expressed and appreciated without fear of being misunderstood. Think about being at a big social event. The noise, the small talk, the surface-level conversations, all of this can feel exhausting to a chosen one. In these situations, there's often a gap between their deep nature and the shallowness of the environment. When they try to make meaningful connections, it can sometimes be met with confusion or discomfort. It's not just about preferring deeper conversations, it's a recognition that there's a fundamental difference in how they and others operate. The depth of a chosen one can be overwhelming, and their attempts to connect genuinely are often met with polite but shallow responses, leading them to feel emotionally and spiritually isolated. Solitude then becomes a necessary haven, a place where they can be their true selves without having to fit into the expectations of society. This deliberate choice to seek out environments that uplift rather than drain their energy helps them maintain their spiritual integrity. In these quiet moments, their energy isn't just preserved, it's celebrated, giving them a break from the often hollow exchanges of larger social groups. But this solitude isn't just about retreating, it's about growth. In solitude, chosen ones can reflect, recharge, and deepen their understanding of their unique path. It's a time to strengthen their inner world, to connect more deeply with their own essence, and to prepare for when they need to re-engage with the world. This time alone is both a refuge and a place where their true strength is forged. The decision to limit social interactions isn't a rejection of society, it's a mindful choice to protect their well-being. Chosen ones are drawn to places and people that match their own energy. In these harmonious settings, they can share their wisdom in ways that are both transformative and deeply appreciated. By carefully choosing their social engagements, they ensure they're not drained by shallow interactions, but instead enriched by meaningful connections. Solitude also offers chosen ones the space to reconnect with their purpose. Away from the distractions and noise of everyday life, they can tune into their inner voice, reflect on their journey, and plan their next steps. This time alone is crucial for maintaining their sense of direction and staying aligned with their higher purpose. It's in these moments of quiet reflection that they can fully embrace who they are and what they're here to do. The peace found in solitude isn't just about being alone, it's about finding harmony within oneself. For chosen ones, this harmony is essential for living authentically and fulfilling their purpose. By embracing solitude, they can maintain their strength, clarity, and focus, ensuring they can continue to shine their light in the world. Let me ask you, do you find peace in solitude or with a few close friends? The fourth reason, the struggle between staying true to yourself and spiritual battles. Chosen ones often find themselves in deep spiritual struggles that go beyond the physical world. These battles aren't fought with weapons, but with a strong commitment to truth, honesty, and being real. These values guide their path and give their lives purpose, making their journey one of constant inner conflict and external challenges. When chosen ones enter a room, they don't just bring their physical presence, they bring an energy that shakes things up. Imagine walking into a meeting or a social gathering, and without even saying a word, you feel the atmosphere shift. People might not understand it, but they feel the need to adjust, to think twice, to reflect. This is the impact of a chosen one's presence. It pushes people to look at the deeper parts of themselves that they might not usually confront. This process can be unsettling, leading to various reactions, from discomfort to outright avoidance, as people deal with their vulnerabilities being exposed. The life of a chosen one is marked by this ongoing spiritual conflict. Just being themselves challenges the fake personas and social norms that many people rely on. This constant push against the grain often leaves them feeling isolated, as they find themselves at odds with a world that resists change. Despite the tension, their role is to shine light on deeper truths, breaking through the comfortable illusions that people may prefer to hold onto. Chosen ones are like reluctant warriors for truth. Their commitment to being real is both their armor and their tool. But this commitment often comes with a heavy cost, as they move through a world that isn't always ready to accept what they have to say. The reactions they provoke, whether it's people keeping their distance or outright hostility, show how much they challenge the fragile ideas people hold about themselves. Living authentically is both the greatest strength and the hardest challenge for chosen ones. Their dedication to truth often leads to loneliness, as those around them resist the difficult truths they bring. This resistance can create a deep sense of isolation, as chosen ones realize that few people are willing or able to engage with the depth they bring. Their path is one of solitude, not because they choose it, but because it's necessary as their presence disrupts the shallow balance of everyday life. Yet, this solitude is also a place of growth. It gives them the space to understand themselves better and to strengthen their resolve. In these quiet moments, away from the expectations of society, they find the strength to keep going. This solitude isn't a retreat, it's a place where they build their inner strength and prepare for the challenges ahead. The spiritual battles that chosen ones face aren't just about external conflicts, they're also about the internal struggle to stay true to themselves. In a world that often rewards conformity, chosen ones must constantly remind themselves of their purpose and resist the pressure to fit in. This requires a deep sense of self-awareness and a commitment to their values, even when it's difficult. The fifth reason, the difficulty of building real relationships. For chosen ones, forming real connections can be tough, not because they don't want to connect, but because of the depth and uniqueness they carry. This inner richness, filled with wisdom and deep truths, sets them apart in a world where surface-level interactions are common. Chosen ones have a depth that goes beyond the ordinary, making their search for real relationships both a deep need and a complex challenge. Think about trying to have a meaningful conversation in a room full of people who are more interested in small talk. It's frustrating, right? This is a common experience for chosen ones. They long for relationships with people who aren't scared by their depth, but are instead drawn to the warmth and light they offer. But finding these connections is rare, reflecting how rare chosen ones themselves are. Their uniqueness means that only a few people can truly match their energy and authenticity. Connecting deeply with a chosen one requires a willingness to be vulnerable and to explore the deeper parts of life. For many, this journey, while appealing at first, becomes challenging as it uncovers things they'd rather keep hidden. The presence of a chosen one often acts as a mirror, showing not just the light but also the shadows within. This can make others pull back, choosing safer, more superficial relationships over the depth that chosen ones offer. This leaves chosen ones on a constant, often lonely search for people who can truly understand and share in their experiences. Their journey is marked by a longing for connection and a resigned acceptance of solitude. This solitude serves as both a sanctuary from the world's superficiality and a reminder of the depths within themselves that remain unexplored. They become guardians of this solitude, a role that is both empowering and isolating. Despite the difficulties, when chosen ones do find kindred spirits, these relationships are deeply transformative. These rare connections are built on mutual understanding and respect, and they have a strength that can endure the tests of time and hardship. The power of these bonds lies in their authenticity, celebrating the chosen one's full selves, in all their complexity and intensity. These relationships become a source of strength and comfort, offering the chosen ones a sense of belonging that is hard to find elsewhere. The challenge of building real relationships also teaches chosen ones important lessons about themselves. They learn to value their own company, to be comfortable with their solitude, and to appreciate the depth they bring to their interactions. Over time, they develop a sense of inner peace, knowing that the right connections will come when the time is right. The sixth reason, answering the call, is embracing a higher purpose. Chosen ones often feel a strong pull towards solitude and a small circle of close connections, driven by a deep commitment to a higher purpose. This isn't just a gentle nudge, it's a powerful internal force, guiding them towards a destiny that goes beyond everyday life. It's a calling that demands dedication to reflection, meditation, and the constant growth of their unique talents and understanding. For chosen ones, this call to a higher mission is as essential as breathing, forming a core part of who they are. The distractions of everyday social life and the shallowness of large gatherings become not only unappealing, but also a hindrance to their path of reflection and meaningful engagement. Activities that don't align with their spiritual goals are seen as distractions from their true purpose, wasting time and energy that could be spent pursuing their deeper calling. To truly answer this call, chosen ones often step back from mainstream life, choosing a path that lies on the edge of society. In this space, where the voices of destiny are clearer, they find the freedom to explore their true selves without the pressures of social expectations. This path, though often lonely, is rich with opportunities for self-discovery and growth, allowing chosen ones to dive deep into their being and come out with a stronger sense of purpose. The journey requires a deep acceptance of oneself, recognizing and valuing one's unique qualities. This involves a reflective journey where chosen ones learn to listen to the quiet calls of their soul, understanding that their intensity isn't a burden, but a gift. Embracing these traits becomes a source of inner strength, giving them the clarity to navigate the world while staying true to their higher purpose. Engaging in activities like meditation, art, writing, or other forms of personal expression helps chosen ones explore their inner world. These practices provide both a refuge and a path for growth, offering a calm space for self-exploration and a deeper connection with the universal energies that guide their lives. The peace found in these moments of self-acceptance becomes a source of strength, allowing them to interact with the world without losing their integrity. The solitary path of chosen ones, though often lonely, is a powerful testament to their dedication to a higher purpose. Through this journey of solitude, they gain deep insights, fostering a better understanding of their role in the larger scheme of life. This path not only enriches their own lives, but also serves as a light for others, inspiring them to seek their own truths and embrace their unique destinies. Answering this call also means accepting the challenges that come with it. Chosen ones must be prepared to face resistance, both from within themselves and from the world around them. They must learn to trust their intuition, to follow their inner guidance even when it leads them down a difficult path. This requires courage, resilience, and a deep faith in their purpose. The seventh reason, the struggle with conforming to social norms. Chosen ones often feel a deep disconnect with societal expectations, a gap that comes from their need for truth and authenticity. This isn't just about personal preferences, it's a fundamental part of who they are. As creators of their own realities, chosen ones hold values and views that naturally set them apart from the mainstream. A big part of being a chosen one is having a relentless curiosity and a deep need to question the status quo. This often puts them at odds with social norms, which can seem limiting and shallow. In typical social settings, where conversations rarely go beyond the surface, chosen ones often feel a sense of emptiness. The focus on superficial matters and material things doesn't satisfy their need for meaningful conversation and genuine connections. This disconnect is more than just a difference of opinion, it's something they feel deeply, even physically, creating a tension that's hard to ignore. Trying to fit into societal expectations can feel as awkward as a giant trying to fit into a small space. The expansive nature of chosen ones clashes with the narrow scope of conventional expectations, making it hard to adapt without losing themselves. In the spaces they create or seek out, chosen ones find the freedom to be their true selves. These environments act as safe havens from the judgmental eyes of the mainstream, offering a place where being real is celebrated. Here, conversations touch on the deep mysteries of life, and the soul is nourished by meaningful exchanges. In these spaces, chosen ones can fully express who they are, contributing to a life filled with purpose and depth. Choosing to live according to their inner truths instead of conforming to social norms takes a lot of courage. This path often leads chosen ones to become role models for others who also seek deeper experiences, but hesitate to break away from societal conventions. Their journey shows that true fulfillment doesn't come from fitting in but from being true to the universe within. By challenging superficial norms, chosen ones play an important role in society. They make people think and encourage them to reflect on the deeper parts of life. Their presence is a reminder that there are other ways of being, ways that prioritize authenticity and meaningful connections over societal approval. In doing so, they inspire others to start their own journeys of self-discovery and personal growth, helping to create a culture that values depth and genuine human experiences. The struggle with societal norms isn't just about fitting in, it's about maintaining integrity in a world that often values appearances over substance. Chosen ones must constantly navigate the tension between staying true to themselves and meeting the expectations of others. This requires a deep commitment to their own values and a willingness to stand apart from the crowd. Do you ever feel at odds with societal expectations? How do you stay true to yourself in a world that often demands conformity? Share your insights in the comments, and let's support each other on this journey. If this video has changed your spiritual journey and helped you connect with your universal strength, leave a like below, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell so we can notify you when new content arrives. We also suggest watching the video indicated on the screen so you can continue your journey of spiritual growth and inner evolution of knowledge. Thank you for staying with us until the end, and see you in the next video.